Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a great intra-district matchup in the Blue Valley School District as Blue Valley North Mustangs, coached by Terry Sneathen, take on the Blue Valley West Jaguars, coached by Deborah Connerly. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First from North. Go ahead.
I'm Matthew, I'm a junior.
I'm William, I'm a senior.
I'm Pranita, I'm a senior.
I'm Alice, and I'm a senior.
And our contestants from West.
I'm Vineet, and I'm a senior.
I'm Colby, and I'm a junior.
I'm Raju, and I'm a senior. I'm Aditya, and I'm a junior.
I'm Donna, I'm a junior.
Great job, teams. Here in the first round on categories, we will take turns answering questions. If a team answers correctly, they earn a point for their squad. If they answer incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal that point from the category. So we did a coin toss before we started recording. It was won by Blue Valley West. So here is the first category, Jaguars. That is geography. Name the former colonial capital where nearly every building is a museum of the way life was lived there over 200 years ago. Colby.
Williamsburg.
It is Williamsburg. Over to you, Mustangs. Current events. It is multiple choice. At nearly 45 times its high estimate, Christie's sold this artist's work for $432,500. Was this artist in artificial intelligence, a chimpanzee, a dolphin, or Van Gogh's brother? Alice?
Van Gogh's brother.
It is not Van Gogh's brother. Jaguars, chance to steal this current events question. It's multiple choice. At nearly 45 times, it's Vineet.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Staying with you, Blue Valley West, government and economics is your category. Before the ratification of the United States Constitution, what form of government controlled the 13 original states? Raju?
The Articles of Confederation.
Confederation, very good. Coming back to you, Mustangs. Biology is your category, science. In the human body, the transfer of oxygen to the blood takes place in which organ? Matthew.
The heart.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept the heart. Jaguars, chance to steal this science biology question. In the human body, the transfer of oxygen to the blood takes place in which organ? Vineet.
The lung.
It is the lungs. Jaguars, you do get the next category. It is literature. Pedro Romero was a young bullfighter in which of Hemingway's novels? Raju.
The Sun Still Rises.
Cannot accept that. Mustangs, you have a chance to steal this literature question. Pedro Romero was a young bullfighter in which of Hemingway's novels? Alice.
The sun also rises.
It has to be The Sun Also Rises. Yes, that is correct. North, we are staying with you, and it's another literature question. It's multiple choice. Which of these books was not written by Sir Walter Scott? Was it Ivanhoe, The Heart of Midlothian, Kenilworth, or Lorna Doone? Alice?
Lorna Doone.
Lorna Doone is correct. My Blackmore. Coming back to you, West, it's another science question, but this time it's botany. What four-letter term describes what happens to plants as they lose turgor pressure? Turgor pressure. Colby?
Wilt.
Wilt. Very good. Mustangs, coming back to you. Vocabulary, specifically law. This legal term includes both libel and slander. It is the act of maliciously injuring the reputation or good name of another person. What is this term, often completed with the word character? William?
Assassination.
It is not assassination. Jaguars, you have a chance to steal this law vocabulary question. This legal term includes both libel and slander. Colby?
Defamation.
Defamation is what we're looking for. Staying with you, West, art is the category. What city boasts a museum in the home where the Spanish painter El Greco once lived? Vinny?
Tulane.
Can you repeat that?
Toledo.
I cannot accept that first answer, sorry. Mustangs, chance to steal this art question. What city boasts a museum in the home of where the Spanish painter El Greco once lived? Matthew.
Toledo.
It is Toledo. Sorry, Vinit. Mustangs, we are staying with you. Sports and games is the category. In which sport are the terms stale fish and mule kick used? Time. West, chance to steal this sports and games category. In which sport are the terms stale fish and mule kick used? Vinny?
Horse racing.
It is not horse racing. Snowboarding. Snowboarding. West, staying with you. Math is the category. Find the derivative of 3x cubed plus 6x. Aditya.
9x squared plus 6.
Very good. Coming back to you, North. Fine arts and musicians is the category. What Spanish artist raised the guitar to the level of fine concert instrument? West, you have a chance to steal this fine arts musicians category. What Spanish artist raised the guitar to the level of fine concert instrument? Andres Segovia. Jaguars, we are staying with you. General knowledge is the category. Multiple choice. Which two of these four fruits do not ripen after picking? Do not ripen. Is it pineapples, plums, peaches, or pears? Need two of them. Colby?
Pineapples and plums.
Those are the two. Coming back to you, North. Vocabulary, specifically word origin. Give the word meaning government ruled by priests with divine authority. Pranita.
Theocracy.
Theocracy, very good. Coming back to you, West, current events is the category. Extreme far-right candidate Jair Bolsonaro won the recent presidential election in which country? Colby?
Brazil.
Brazil, with 55% of the vote. Mustangs, European history. He was a dead ringer for his first cousin, King George V of England, but didn't fare as well politically. Who was this monarch executed July 16, 1918? Time. Jaguars, do you have a chance to steal this European history question? He was a dead ringer for his first cousin, King George V of England, but didn't fare as well politically. Who was this monarch executed July 16, 1918? Colby?
Tsar Nicholas II.
Yeah, very good. You even got the second on there. Perfect. Staying with you, West, grammar is the category. Good and well are often misused. What parts of speech are good and well? Colby?
Good is an adjective, well is an adverb.
That's what we're looking for. Very good. Back to you, Mustangs. General knowledge is the category. Most commissioned Army officers come from which program conducted on college campuses? Matthew?
ROTC.
ROTC is what we're looking for. Very good. Back to you, West. Sports and games. In golf, over how many holes are major championships contested? Raju?
18.
I cannot accept 18. Mustangs, you have a chance to steal this sports and games category. In golf, over how many holes are major championships contested? Oh, Alice.
9.
It is not 9, it's 72. 4 rounds of 18, 4 rounds. North, we are staying with you. Math, this time it's geometry. Tetragonal crystals have 3 axes, which each one has a different length. What is the name for crystals which have 3 perpendicular axes with equal lengths? Time. West, you have a chance to steal this math geometry question. Tetragonal crystals or tetragonal crystals have 3 axes of which each has a different length. What is the name for crystals which have 3 perpendicular axes with equal lengths? Those are isometric. West, you do get the next question. It is Middle Ages history. Certain young men aspired to become knights during the Middle Ages. One of the steps in becoming a knight was to become a knight's attendant for a period of time. What was the name for these knights' attendants? Colby?
Page.
Okay, it's not a page. North, you have a chance to steal this Middle Age history question. Certain young men aspired to become knights during the Middle Ages. One of the steps in becoming a knight was to become a knight's attendant for a period of time. Alice?
Squire.
They are squires. North, staying with you, U.S. geography is the category. What river separates Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota? Pranita?
The Mississippi River.
It is the Mississippi. Back to you, West, with U.S. history. The Secret Service, originally known as the Headquarters Secret Service, was organized in June 1778. Their first commander was what notorious future vice president? Colby?
Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr. Nice job. Back to you, Mustangs. Geography is the category. An imaginary circle on Earth, parallel to the equator and approximately 23.5 degrees north of the South Pole, is called what? Pranita?
The Tropic of Capricorn.
Cannot accept that. Jaguars, you have a chance to steal this geography question. An imaginary circle on Earth parallel to the equator and approximately 23.5 degrees north of the South Pole is called what? Benita?
The meridian.
It is not the meridian. It's the Antarctic Circle. The Antarctic Circle. Jaguars, we are staying with you. Government is the category. A parliamentary government where 2 or more political parties unite to form a majority of votes is called what? Colby?
A coalition government.
Coalition government. Back to you, Mustangs. Vocabulary. Give the word meaning excessively. We will finish the category. Vocabulary, once again, is the category. Give the word meaning excessively or persistently optimistic person. Alice?
Chipper.
Cannot accept chipper. West, you have a chance to steal this vocabulary question. Give the word for an excessively or persistently optimistic person. They're a Pollyanna. That siren does denote the end of our first half, and we have a score of Blue Valley North 7, Blue Valley West 13, At this part of our program, we are going to have our campus updates where a member from each team will give us the goings-on at each one of their high schools, and we have Matthew giving us the update for the Mustangs. So what's happening at North?
Our girls tennis team won state again. We had 2 of our girl cross-country runners go to state, and our fall musical will be Jekyll and Hyde.
All right. You said again with the tennis team. So
Yes.
they won multiples, apparently.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And I think you guys are doing okay in football.
Yeah, we're in the postseason.
All right. Very good. All right. And Colby, you're giving us the update for the Jaguars. What's happening at West?
Things are going pretty good at West. We had a blood drive a couple days ago. Our musical is this weekend, and it is A Christmas Carol. And we had our National Merit semifinalist reception today.
All right. So great things happening there. And I think you guys mostly fall sports are winding down and winter sports are starting to gear up. Is that kind of where we're at right now? All right. Fantastic. As we head into our second round, our lightning round, where questions are placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team answers correctly, they of course earn a point. If they answer incorrectly, the other team will still get a chance to steal the category. As tradition here on this program, we will start our lightning round with our look and listen question. It is worth 2 points. We will have it on display on a monitor here for our contestants in the studio, as well as displaying it for those watching at home. And just as a reminder, once someone rings in on this question, we are not able to rewind the video. We have to proceed from that point forward. So here we go. Both teams, hands on buzzers. Here is our look and listen question. What 19th century movement is symbolized by this regional monument? Colby.
Westward expansion.
Westward expansion. Very good. And 2 points for West. All right, we're going to continue with our lightning round, and both teams hands on buzzers because our first category is science, specifically metals. Aluminum combines with this metal to produce the lightest possible aluminum alloy. Name it. Raju.
Steel.
It is not steel. Mustangs, you have a chance to steal this science metals category. Aluminum combines with this metal to produce the lightest possible aluminum alloy. Name it. Alice?
Bronze.
It is not bronze. Lithium. Believe it or not, lithium. Literature for both teams. What author developed the rules stating that robots may not injure a human being and that robots must obey human commands except when the orders conflict with the first rule? Isaac Asimov. Isaac Asimov. Music terminology for both teams. What standard musical term refers to the controlled undulation of pitch of a single note? Matthew.
Vibrato.
Vibrato. Very good. History for both teams. In May 1863, General Robert E. Lee defeated Union General Joseph Hooker in what is considered by many as Lee's greatest victory. Stonewall Jackson was killed during this battle. What was the name of this battle? It was at Chancellorsville. Chancellorsville. General knowledge for both teams. Where are cardinal points found? Colby?
On a compass.
On a compass. Very good. Geography for both teams. Which country has the most coastline? Colby?
Canada.
Canada. Next category for both teams, history, explorers. Which European is usually said to have been the first to visit the site of New York City? Colby?
Henry Hudson.
It is not Hudson. Mustangs, chance to steal this history explorers category. What European is usually said to have been the first to visit the site of New York City? Time. Verrazano. Verrazano. Mathematics is the category for both teams. It's a fairly long question, so here we go. If in any one game the Dodgers have a 1/3 probability of beating the Angels, what is the probability that the Dodgers will win more games than the Angels in a 3-game series? .727. Sometimes those are hard to do without scratch paper. Got to have the guy who is asking questions has got to weed those out. All right, here we go. Both teams. Sports and games is the category. In feet, how high is a regulation basketball hoop? Vinit?
10 feet.
It is 10 feet. At this time in our program, we are introduced a new category during our lightning round called the Theme Team Huddle, in which teams are allowed to collaborate and confer and give their team captain the correct answers before ringing in. The team theme huddle is worth 2 points because it is 2 questions. It is 2. You have to get both of them right to earn the 2 points. Otherwise, it goes over to the other team. Teams may ring in at any time they wish, and I will read both questions only one time. So here we go. The category for the team, may I make the suggestion that you wait till question 2 is read before you ring in. Category, law enforcement agencies. Question 1, name the paramilitary unit created by Philadelphia's police department whose name later became a TV show. 2, in 1949, the Los Angeles Police Department created which bureau, abbreviated IA, to look at police corruption? Colby?
SWAT and Investigation Agency.
Cannot accept that. Mustangs, chance to steal. Matthew?
SWAT and Internal Affairs.
Internal Affairs is correct. SWAT is also correct. So 2 points to awarded to North. That has narrowed the gap a bit. Blue Valley North 10, Blue Valley West 18. Let's continue with the remainder of our lightning round. The next category is Fine Arts Painters. He was primarily a painter of portraits and historical subjects. He is also acknowledged as being America's leading artist during the colonial period. His name was John Singleton what? Copley. Next category for both teams is grammar. It has 2 possible answers. What conjunctive adverb is most often used in proclamations made by local governments? Alice.
Whereas.
Whereas. Very good. The other one could have been therefore. Science, geology for both teams. There are 4 eras in the geological time. Precambrian is 1. Name 2 of the other 3. Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic are the 3. U.S. geography for both teams. In order to have valleys, you have to have mountains. The Panamid, P-A-N-I-M-I-D, Panamid Mountains are to the west of what Western American valley? Alice?
Death Valley.
It is Death Valley. U.S. history, presidents for both teams. When Abraham Lincoln took office in 1861, there were 4 living ex-presidents. Name 2 of them. Buchanan, Fillmore, Pierce, and Tyler are the 4. Fine arts, theater for both teams. What's the only Pulitzer Prize play with an invisible animal as the title character? It's Harvey the Rabbit. U.S. government for both teams. Name the U.S. government agency that prescribes the accounting procedures and guidelines used by all federal agencies in drafting their budget requirements. It's the Office of Management and Budget. It's an exciting name. All right, both teams, long question. The category is science and medicine. You're an ophthalmologist, and your patient has gone blind in one eye. You notice that fluid produced by the axillary body has been slow to drain, causing pressure on the optic nerve, and the optic nerve is atrophied. What is the correct diagnosis for this malady? Pranita?
Papilledema.
Cannot accept that. West, you have a chance to steal this science and medicine category. You're an ophthalmologist and your patient has gone blind in one eye. You notice that fluid produced by the axillary body has been slow to drain, causing pressure on the optic nerve, and the optic nerve has atrophied. What is the correct diagnosis for this? Colby?
Hypertension.
It's not hypertension. Glaucoma. It's glaucoma. Spelling for both teams. It is conceivable that you can now spell conceivable. Alice.
C-O-N-C-E-I-V-A-B-L-E.
That is conceivable. Conceivable. Science, specifically astronomers. This very recent lunar crater is possibly only about 100 million years old. Its bright rays of ejecta have been seen as a celestial gem by some cultures. What is this crater, named after a 16th century astronomer who carefully recorded the motions of the planets? Matthew?
Brahe.
Hold on a second. Time on that. All right, we took a brief time out there because your answer was Brahe, and my card said Tycho, but that is Tycho Brahe, so that is a correct response. So congratulations on that. I'm glad I caught that. All right, so here we go. Both teams continuing on. The next category is literature. Whose first mystery was entitled The Mysterious Affair at Styles? Matthew?
Agatha Christie.
It is Agatha Christie. We've narrowed the gap a bit here. Blue Valley North 15, West 18. Language is the next category. What language is derived from medieval German and was developed in Eastern Europe and is written in the Hebrew alphabet? Alice?
Yiddish.
It is Yiddish. U.S. history for both teams. John Quincy Adams was the only president later elected to the House of Representatives. Who was the only former president elected to the Senate? Pranita?
Taft.
It is not Taft. Jaguars, you have a chance to steal this U.S. history question. John Quincy Adams was the only president later elected to the House of Representatives. Who was the only former president elected to the Senate? Benit.
Fillmore.
It is not Fillmore. Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson. Shakespeare for both teams. What does Hamlet's friend Marcellus say about the state of affairs in their country? Raju?
Something is very rotten in the state of Denmark.
We will accept that. With that correct response, and that siren does denote the end of our game with a final score of Blue Valley West 19 and Blue Valley North 16. A well-played game by both teams, and it was an exciting second half. So please join us again next time as we will continue to bring you excitement and we'll bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.